Upon dropping my Moondrop Variations, I contacted someone from Moondrop asking if I could get a replacement. They said that even though the issue was out of warranty or not covered by warranty since it was accidental damage, they would send me a new one for free, and that is what we have right here. Brand new Variations for free. So now I have two pairs of Moondrop Variations, I guess, and so the one that broke was actually really easy to fix. Let me see what I have here. I ordered this glue called B7000, and essentially just where the faceplate is, I put some glue, and like even where the crack is, you can see like it's perfectly sealed essentially. Like there's no way this is just going to come off. It's very well sealed. And I measured this before and after, or like before the crack even happened, and it measures the exact same pretty much. So I think the whole faceplate coming off issue with this is so overblown considering how easy this is to fix. It took me like 2 minutes and I just like left it to dry overnight. So I'm not going to unbox this on camera, but I want to measure this and see how it compares versus my other pair of Moondrop Variations. So I measured my Variations, or the new one, and compared it to the old one as well as with listening, and have a few observations. So firstly, I guess we'll start off with the cable. It arrives in the opposite manner so that, where's the thing? This arrow is pointing like the other direction, so it's like, this thing is kind of gripped on tight. Don't want to like break it now, but okay, I don't really want to break this because I feel like that's kind of like how my other one broke. So the arrow is normally supposed to be like in the inside of the connector's right angle, 90 degrees, and so I had to flip it to the outside, and what this does is correct the polarity of the earphone. So you don't need to buy another cable if you have the stock cable. It just works like that. And I guess one interesting thing though is that the resistance of the stock cable is slightly higher than this aftermarket one I bought. I don't really recommend this aftermarket cable though, because I feel like the metal connector touching the resin might have been a reason that my shell cracked. So I ordered a different cable. I'll let you know how that goes and how that measures. But yeah, if you have the stock cable, you really don't need another cable, especially because finding a cable with ear hooks that lets you correct the polarity of the inverted polarity on stock Variations is not going to be easy. And having ear hooks is definitely convenient. It's really a pain in the ass when you don't have ear hooks, honestly. Definitely ear hooks are better than no ear hooks. So in terms of sound quality, this new pair of Variations definitely sounds worse than my old one. For example, here we have the graph comparing both of them, and as you can see, after 8 kilohertz, the treble on this one is way too bright. It literally sounds like glass. The 2.5 kilohertz is also relaxed, but the biggest problem is the upper treble on this. It's way too bright. It sounds like literally glass when treble comes on. And yeah, the upper mid-range scoop causes vocals to sound a little bit too unrealistic and nasally. So also, the bass is interesting, I guess. This does follow how it is advertised to sound at least, but even though it follows Harman 2019 basically exactly in the bass, I do find it to be too thin sounding. My old pair of Variations has better sounding bass to me. I definitely prefer this over the new pair of Variations. With that said though, this is still easily the second best IM I've heard, and I'm going to keep it as a backup at least, because yeah, Moondrop sent it to me for free. I really appreciate them for doing that, because yeah, I love the Moondrop Variations, my pair at least. This one isn't as good, so I'll only use this if something like really bad happens to this one, or if I have to lend it to someone, because even though this is worse, it's still tolerable. It's not the end of the world, but I definitely prefer the older pair I have of the Variations to the newer one. And yeah, that is it from me for this video. From the YouTube, I'd like to give a shout out to Castello4141, Ninjakuma3, Vsauce4, Wadeacre, and Snivery. From the Patreon, I'd like to give a shout out to Yuli, Felix, Malbill, Christopher Yu, the RFL Reaper, Tripped, Minilos, Gabby D, and Fofo. From the Discord server, I'd like to give a shout out to Base Gamer and Tripped once again. Thank you guys a lot for supporting the channel. I really appreciate it. Be sure to join the Apple House and Discord server if you haven't, linked in the description. Almost at 2,000 members and 1 million messages. So yeah, That's it for me. See you guys next time. I'm out.